what we talking about tonight is the extent that we as humans sometimes go to when our relationships, well, not going so well, and you kind of got your intuition going. You know how they say there is women's intuition, but um, there's also guys' intuition. And you got to be careful too, because people will, I mean, flip a dip on you. And what I mean by that is, well, say you leave and go to work, and you normally don't come back for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours, however many hours you work. But you decide for some reason to just go back. Something within you says go back. Like go back. You're like, why am I going back? Just do it. Just do it. Because that's that intuition. And when you've asked your partner flat out, straight up, hey, yo, tell me what it is. I can handle that better. I can deal with that. Um, are you cheating? You found somebody else. I can handle it. Just tell me the truth. Well, a lot of times people are incapable of doing that, and they're going to feed you a whole line of bullshit, which can kind of tick you off. It can kind of push you to the edge, make you want to follow them, see what they doing, what they got going. Then you find yourself checking their phone, and nobody should have to be going through all that. But it happens. It does happen. Because I know I have in my day pulled a crazy Ivan, a quarterback sneak, if you will. I did that because at that time I really felt like I want to know. I asked you straight up. You didn't tell me. You chose to lie instead. So I want to see it for myself. But the key is being ready for what it is you're going to see. If you're not ready to see it, don't do it. But if you think you are, go for it. But just be prepared. Be prepared to be right. Or hell, even wrong. Only that person knows. Only they know what they're doing. But what extent would you go for the truth? Would you just sit back and not do anything? Or would you pull a crazy hobby? Go back home, see what's going on. See if that person is at work or whatnot when they say they at work. Because most of the time, we know, but don't want to accept it, don't want to admit it, and just sit there in denial. And that's something that's not good for anybody. Now, I'm not saying go find you a tree and be all in the tree with some binoculars and you all up in there like this, like, where is this motherfucker? I know I saw his car. You can't hear? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on here? Let's try this again. Let's see. Okay. King Bay, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me know. We're having some technical difficulties. Something's going on. Let's see. Let me ask. What about now? Okay, so we're having technical difficulties over here on YouTube. So I'm asking my moderator if he can hear me or not. Still can't. Okay. So they're not hearing me on YouTube, but you guys are hearing me on Spreaker. Let's see. So, I mean, basically, guys, you're caught in a conundrum. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this live stream, that is. Y'all, I done got all twisted. Yeah, I done got all twisted up here because I'm like, okay, I'm like talking to y'all over here on Spreaker and everywhere else, but you guys, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, whether it's in your younger days or your, um, nowadays, depending on where you are with this, when you want the truth and you just have that nagging feeling to go after it for yourself. You done already asked for the truth and it wasn't given. So you're like, I gotta find out. Now what? You don't need to be, you don't need to be picking up the bottle. You don't need to be doing any of that. You just gotta, you gotta go with your gut feeling. I am having some issues over here, guys. I am so sorry. It may take a few moments to receive data from your streaming software. Make sure you paste the information to the software. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, okay. I guess that is. But anyway, for you guys who are still here, um, it's signs that you have to know before you just pretty much dive in. It's a lot of things you gotta know. You gotta make sure that you are right for one, because you don't want to just go out there and then make an ass of yourself. But then at the same time, if you are right and you go out there, you still really cannot make an ass of yourself. You just can't do it. You can't do it because it's not gonna turn out good. Basically, I won't be going out there acting ass. So, you just really got to take your time and know what it is. Now, some of the keys to knowing is when they begin to change on you. And when I say change on you, you know the feeling that they gave you before, they are not giving you anymore. They become more distant and just overwhelmed with nothing but self. When they doesn't want to give you some. Like, that's a big one. They act like they mad, or they want to start an argument, or got a headache, or I just did my hair, or I just don't feel good, and be lying their ass off. But it's just the fact that he or she is not trying to give up none, because they done either already done it, or they have plans to do it, so they can't give it to you. Because then the other person will know. When they act like they don't need you, that's like a really big one. And it's that one typically, well, hell, all of them start out small and then it just pretty much grows. It just grows from there. And we got to stop ignoring those signs as well. Those signs, that's what's helping us. That's what's helping us. Because that's what's going to get us, to the understanding that we need. Because what you end up looking for is the truth. And we don't want anybody out there on the ledge. We don't want anybody trying to hold nobody hostage. We don't want it to go sour. But if you just need to because they act like they don't need you, or they're not bossing up when it's time anymore, they act uninterested in you, but has so much interest in everyone else. Switch up of the colognes or the perfume, all of a sudden a little shopping spree. I mean, the list kind of goes on. You got to know your partner, so you notice the changes, you notice what's going on. Because you have to, you got to know what's going on. Now, if this person usually goes to lunch on Wednesday and all of a sudden he's not going on Wednesday anymore, she's not going on Wednesday no more. And then all of a sudden it's Sunday and Saturday and Friday, and everything is just pretty much switched up. So you can't do anything but just kind of either be in denial about it, or you search for the answer for yourself. But I'm telling you, you really do have to be careful, for the simple fact that sometimes you can find yourself in a situation to where you see something you really don't want to see. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready for either or. You might see some ass cocked up in the air. You might see your man thing all up in her mouth. I mean, whatever the case may be, you got to be ready for it. Hell, you might even catch him with a man, or catch her with a woman, or a he, she, or a dog, a cat, a skunk. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has their damn preferences. But if you're going to look for the truth, be prepared for the truth. Is basically what I'm saying. Don't get there and act a fool and want to hurt everybody because of him. And to be honest about it, if you're going to go after the truth, see, I went after the truth. I saw what I needed to see, and I left. The guy never even knew I saw him. He didn't know. All he knew is he couldn't figure out why we were breaking up. There's a way to do things, and you can't always run up on somebody acting ass, because you might get your ass handed to you. You never know. So play your cards right and do it the right way. That way you know you're using sound judgment. And like I say, don't be in denial. When shit gets changing and you flat out ask for the truth and you can't get it, they have time for everybody else but you. They don't want to give you none. They act like the kids don't matter, you don't matter. They act like they just hate coming home. That says something. It all says something. And I know with a lot of people, because I did it at one point in my life, felt like, oh damn, but what is it? What did I do? It's not all the time about what you did or didn't do. That's the realization of it. It could be just the fact of, here, she wants something brand new. They're not content with what it is they have. And when that happens, and you do see for yourself, let it go. Don't make the mistake of going back. If you're going to let it go, let it go. If you're going to accept it, remember, you can't complain about what happens if you accept it. Because accepting it is giving into it, and then you cannot put any demands on this person. You really can't. So it's important to know and that you got to either stand up for yourself, if you're going to be being big, bold, and badass and going out there to get the truth for yourself. Make sure you do it logically, people, and keep yourself safe. Don't just run your ass out there and with your rollers in your head and all that. That show ain't gonna look good for you. It ain't. Excuse me. It's not gonna look good for you at all. I mean, so you gotta make sure you doing the shit right. But I say take you a taser for your own protection if you're going to be out there searching for truth. Because when you out there searching for truth, you liable to run up on any damn thing. You might run up on some shit you didn't want no parts of. So it's all up to you. It's all up to each and every individual person to decide what it is they want and accept and deal with. And if you're going to go looking for the truth, be prepared for anything. And I do mean anything. And as much as you want to think you know who you with, they're a person. They can flip the script. I'll say that again. They're a person. They can flip the script at any minute. But I understand that things like that can push a person over the edge, and they just gotta go see for themselves. They gotta be nosy. They gotta go see. Because a lot of times I want to see if she look better than me. I want to see if her booty bigger than mine. I want to see what this dude look like. I want to see what he got that I ain't got. Or it's just flat out you just simply want the truth. And when you get it, leave it alone. That way you're protected. You don't get yourself caught up into any unnecessary drama or any pain or anything like that. Nobody has to get hurt in a situation like that. And if you can control yourself, control yourself. The main thing is getting the truth and walking away free. And keeping your dignity and self-respect intact. And that's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. Being able to get your truth and walk away. Because you got to walk away. You got to live to go through something else the next day. So be very careful about what it is you're going after. And I encourage everybody, if you really want to know the truth, go and pull a crazy Ivan. They think you're going all them hours for work or you going out of town. Go back to the crib and see what's popping. And you'll have your answer. And when you get it, hold your head up, walk proud, because it wasn't you the one caught. And if you do a crazy Ivan and you go back and it ain't nothing, your ass better say you forgot something, hell. Because other than that, you're going to be in a whole world of shit. That's why I say, make sure you got it right. But if you want to know the truth, I advise anyone to get the truth. That way you don't waste a whole lot of time and space and opportunity and waste all your good years on these whores. Yes, I said it. That's male or female. You don't want to waste your time because life is short already. So if you have that feeling, follow your gut. Follow your instincts. It's a reason why you feel like that. It's a reason why that nagging feeling just won't go away. It is. We are wired that way. We're definitely wired that way. And that's a good thing. Just like everything else that was created, everyone has a set of skills. Everyone has what they need within to survive. And I tell you what, when I went to see what I saw, and I saw my dude back in the day cheating, I was relieved to see it. I was relieved because then I had closure. I didn't need to talk to him at that moment. I didn't have to confront her. There was no need. I got my truth and I ran with it. And you guys can too. But like I say, just be careful. Go about it the right way. I encourage everybody to find the truth, but be safe about it. And do the right things with it. Don't get out of hand. Don't get beside yourself. Accept it for what it is. And truly do move on to someone who really wants to be with you, has time for you, has only eyes for you. So if you guys have any stories, y'all call up here and let me know. The number is 337-513-4478. By Skype, Live Tony on One is the name to chat. Like, share, and follow on all the social media sites. Tumblr, Facebook, Vigo Videos, Snapchat, WordPress, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LiveMe. On One Radio is powered by Spreaker.com. The On One Talk Show podcast station is found at www.spreaker.com/user/Tony-on-and the number 1. And also you can contact by email TonyOnOneSpreaker@gmail.com or OnOneRadioTalk@gmail.com. Yes. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me how y'all feel about it. and just tell me what's going on. If there's any experiences you guys have, then you guys definitely let me know. You can call me up. We can talk about it. How far would you go? Or how far have you gone? Is the question. And it's interesting because there's a lot of stories out there about people who have. This one lady, she was talking about she was following her guy to work at like 3-4 in the morning, but he wasn't going to work. Well, technically he was going to work on somebody else. Let's just put it like that. And that was like 10 years in. So it's like even she had to realize, recognize, and understand that even after that point in time, things had changed for her and for her guy. She wondered a lot of things, and she admitted that. At first, she said she blamed herself like a lot of people do. But you can't always blame yourself for the choices and the decisions and actions of others. I mean, let's be real here. We can't be taking all that kind of weight. We can't carry everyone else. In situations like this, it's just like this. Watch your thoughts. They lead to attitudes. Watch your attitudes. They lead to words. Watch your words. They lead to actions. And definitely watch your actions. They lead to habits. And watch them damn habits, because they form your character. And watch your character. It determines your life and destiny. And that does mean a lot, because once you have made certain mistakes, you can't take that back. You can't ever take it back. It's just stuck that way. And you have to deal with it like that for the rest of pretty much your life. So the topic has been, you didn't see me, but I saw you. And that's something that a lot of individuals have encountered and been through. And I know some, it was very hard for them to see. And some kind of lost it when they did see for themselves. And I just want everyone to be on the safe side when it comes to that. I feel like everyone deserves kindness, respect, and truth. So if you gotta go and get your truth for yourself, go get your truth for yourself. But be very careful. Be wise about it. And pick your battles wisely. And keep in mind, because a person can always pull a crazy Ivan or a quarterback sneak at any time. Leave the house and come right back on that ass. Yep. Because that's the way it can go sometimes. And most of the time the person has given you reason to doubt them. It was something they did, said, or the way they behaved. Some new bad habits. Or just flat out, changing. Whole mentality, attitude from head to toe, inside and out. Some people can flip a switch inside. And then at that point, they don't give two fucks. So go after your truth. And don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to leave the situation. Don't be afraid to start over. And don't let fear bring you down. And don't get depressed about it. Just accept it and move forward. And for those of you who have been through that, I say kudos to you, because you are conquerors. And I want you guys to support others and let others know that, hey, it's going to be all right. Yeah, you saw them. They didn't see you, but now you know the truth. Give that support. And the brothers out there right about now need that support more than anybody, because they getting divorce, rape like motherfucker. There's women out there doing these guys dirty. And I know a lot of them is that you see me, but you didn't see me, but I saw you. Because people get so busy and involved and engrossed in what it is they're doing, they get so comfortable doing that they feel like they'll never get caught. That they're just getting away with it. They're just comfortable doing it. Because they think they won't get caught or anything like that, but they will. It never fails. It always happens. They get caught. But if you have one of those moments, just rock with it. Go with the flow. Do what you gotta do. Handle your business and kick that ass to the curb. Go skirt on that ass. Like for real. Pump the brakes. Nah, bruh. Nah, boo-boo. Nah. You can get your shit and go on back over there with them. That's what you do. Move out the way and let a real man or a real woman find that person. Because that's what's up. Everybody deserves to be happy. And be with somebody that they can trust. That they can share their life with and actually be comfortable and stable. And feel like that everything is fine. And that they don't have any worries. Because those people will love them and care for them and cherish them. And not take them through any major bullshit. Because they'll be right there. They won't be afraid to answer that question truthfully. They'll own up to whatever mistakes they make. Now see, then I can understand staying with a person after that. If you can own that, truly own that, and not do it again, hell, I say give it a second chance. But if that person can't tell the truth to say they booty hole, then hell. To the fires of hell, that booty hell go. That's right. You have to be strong these days because so many people are out here. They have so much game going. They hustling. There's a lot of people getting in relationships just purely out of convenience. So you have to be aware and you do have to be careful. And I encourage everybody to know who it is you with before you totally commit to them. Don't just know their nickname, know their first name, know their last name. Hell, you need to know their birthday, their social security number, because you need to know who you're dealing with. Because if you know who you're dealing with, then you can avoid them Chads and Tyrones and them Boomquishas and them Keishas. And I mean, no disrespect to nobody with that name, but that tends to be the censors on it. And Pookie and them. And Ray Ray and them and all them. You can avoid some of that. Ladies, find you a really nice guy. They always holler nice guys finish last. And that's stupid as hell. Those ought to be the ones y'all should be flocking to. And fellas, stop chasing them fixer flat asses and go get you a real bitch. Like for real. Who ain't just worried about her nails and getting her hair did. Somebody's gonna go in there and cook and clean and do for you and them kids like it's supposed to be done. Not just something that's gonna sit there and be a bill and look cute. Because while it's looking cute, you can't really do shit with it. And ladies, that go for y'all too. Don't stop getting these busted and disgusted nothing ass niggas. Like for real. Then you ain't gotta be sitting there doing the you didn't see me but I saw you. Hell, we've all been there. I've owned mine. You guys deserve the best. And I hope the best for each and every one of y'all. I really do. And I thank you all for tuning in. Big shout out to my own ones, day ones. To all my new listeners, to all my new followers, thank you. And I appreciate you stopping by. And I really appreciate the love and support that you give me. This is still in the new stages. I am working to make it better. So continue to support On One Radio. I have been your host, Tony Williams, and we have been discussing You Didn't See Me, but I Saw You Looking Ass. Yes. Y'all know I'm thrilled. I'm liable to say just about anything. Y'all know this. This ain't brand new. But I'm going to tell you the truth, because what other reason do you follow me? Like, share, follow, subscribe for raw, uncut truth. That's what it is, raw, uncut truth. And I say if they ass ain't worth it, kick they ass to the curb. Yes, baby, yes. And get on your grind and do for you. And you guys, I will see you guys next week. I'll see you on Monday. It is Wednesday, 33 minutes after 9. August 28th, 2019. You guys have been wonderful. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to Vincent out of Hornbeck, Louisiana. I want to give a big shout out to him. And I also want to give a shout out to my moderator. Yes, hey boo. I've already said my own Wednesday ones. Everybody over at Vigo Video, because they be having me just laughing and cracking up. And just everybody in general. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. It's hump day. We halfway there. Y'all can make it through the rest of this week. Don't let nobody piss y'all off. And if you have to go do the You Didn't See Me, but I Saw You, suck that shit up and rock with that shit like a G and find you somebody else. Throw that ass to the curb and say, screw it. Next. Yes, baby. Be confident, be blessed, and as always, stay beautiful. And I will see you guys on Monday night. Be good, stay out of jail this weekend. And stop fighting over chicken. Alright, y'all, till next time.